up, who bangers, who bangettes, golf heads, knuckleheads, and people
What
who
up, what up,
think.
what up?
Yes, sir. I'm pretty sure we got the first ever official Who Bangin golf golf show going on here with my main man C Mac. How you doing tonight,
How you
C
doing?
Mac? And appreciate you spending your time here with me. It really means a lot. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Baseball is very, very good to me today, so I can't complain. And digging into this golf, you hit me up. I know the timing guy, opposite sides of the country here, trying to get this shit done. Because I know you got to get up early. But I am glad
Actually,
to make it.
oh, yeah, keep going.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
just glad we can get it done here.
Hell yeah. What up? What up, Mikey Money, Smart Money Bets? Gerardo in the house. Dylan, aka Dylan. Yes, sir. We are here. Your boy's kind of been gone for a minute, doing family stuff and whatnot, but it's really refreshing to get back on screen and try to
Hey,
bring some bangers to the fam.
I gotta say, you're very festive. The flag shirt, the flag in the back. What's the hat say? Oh, it's
Guardians,
just a
baby.
Guardians hat. Okay, I
Uh,
can see it now. Okay. My guy.
yeah,
American
yeah,
made
buddy.
right here.
Happy
America.
4th of July.
Damn right,
Yes, sir,
brother.
America. And for that, we'll drink a Bush beer. Huh.
Let's do it.
But yeah, God bless America. Happy 4th to everybody. Be safe out there while blasting off fireworks and whatnot. But let's get right to this. We
Let's do it.
got the John Deere Classic going on this weekend. And, that's over there in Illinois at TPC Deer Run. It's a par 71 with a $7.8 million purse. Bent grass in the fairways, bent grass on the greens. So pretty similar, as last week's tournament. Uh, what I mean by that is I think it's a weaker field compared to a lot of other events, as a lot of these golfers are getting ready to go, you know, over to Scotland and whatnot. And we're gonna be looking forward to the Open here in 2 weeks. But for this week, we got the John Deere Classic to kick off the 4th of July weekend. It's gonna be great. Let's get it going. So, C-Mac, I got
Yeah.
three guys that I've really pinpointed on this one. I got top 20, top 10, top 5, and an outright winner bet. Um, so before I break down into that, what do you think
Mm-hmm.
about this course, this tournament, and really what's at stake this week with it being a weaker field and some guys like Jordan Spieth, having to really play for the FedEx Cup. Matt Kuchar playing hurt. These are guys trying to make the FedEx Cup. More known names, but yeah, give us your thoughts on the tournament in general.
Yeah, obviously the John Deere, always a weaker field. This is kind of always been known as the shitty course, kind of the one always before the British for years and years and years. A little bit different and a pretty easy course, straightforward, straight hitters win here. We'll go way under par, and it should be in the 20s, mid 20s. I'd say the winner in this one. Um, toughest hole on this course is 18. It's about 485 last year, and it played the toughest. Last year it had 17 double bogeys, and it should play tough again. And there's only out of the par fours, these are short par fours. There's a fun one, 14, that's only 360. It's drivable. But the others, there's only three that are over 450. So everyone at play here, the shorter hitters, and definitely could win this. You want them straight, and the big hitters can take advantage of if they're running hot, especially with the flat stick. In this one, a few fairways have been widened. I don't know if it's going to matter too much. 1-6-11. But that was about it. And a few years ago, they added some bunkers to this course, but nothing crazy. So classic here, John Deere. I am ready to roll. Last year I didn't win, but 2 years ago, I'll talk about him. I haven't made up my mind yet. I pulled the trigger on him, but I won with JT Poston here, the Postman. He's playing pretty good golf, and he's been a thought of mine. I just want to hit that up. I have won here a couple times in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Folkster, Dave, Tylon, Mikey, Gerardo, what up?
Yeah, everybody in the chat, really appreciate y'all for tuning in on a really kind of like a last minute stream.
We're drinking. You're drinking. All right, you got a bush. Wait, you're drinking. All right, hold on. I gotta get a beer then. Hold
on. Listen, I'm not here to talk golf, but if the boys are taking a shot, I'm going to pop in, and then I'm going to leave. I'll take a shot with the boys, then I'm out.
Hell yeah. Cheers, my friend. Let's wait for C-Mac to get back. I know he's probably got a Budweiser, which is very fitting with the red and white. But yeah, happy 4th to everybody. And
I do have to say this. Your outfit is absolutely fucking incredible. It's incredible.
Let's go, Mike. Oh yeah. Red beard CLC. Let's go.
Not no more. I told you guys it wasn't a red beard. It only fills in red. Starts brown. No, seriously, shout out on your picks. I didn't get in on too much. I can't get the top 20 or the top 10 as you recommended, but those were, even money, nice fucking bets, safe bets. I only took that winner, and I didn't put a whole bunch on it, just $5, but that was a nice fucking winner that you guys had. So I'm glad that we have this, new golf channel, and you guys know your shit. You and C-Mac, obviously.
Oh yeah, C-Mac's very sharp, very sharp in the game, and an avid golfer, just like myself. But yeah, let's get it. Let's get this started off right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, boys.
Let's get it. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, he's got a bush.
Yeah, I have a few down there, so I got it.
Bush latte, baby.
Bush latte.
Well,
yeah, I just popped in to give you guys a shout out. I don't want to interrupt your show or nothing. I just popped in, have a drink with the boys, give a quick shout out. You guys are doing great. But I'll be backstage. I'm gonna watch the show. Break it down, boys.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah. So one guy that caught my attention and is last year's winner of it and has been playing some pretty good golf is Sepp Straka. All right. He's currently 24th in the world golf ranking, 17th in the FedEx Cup standings. He has 4 top 10s this year. And like I said, he won last year's John Deere Classic. 9 top 25s out of the 17 events he's played. So 4 top 10s, 9 top 25s. He's 32nd on strokes gained approach to the green, 33rd on strokes gained off the tee, 2nd in driving accuracy, which, is always great. He's not a long hitter, and this course is not that long, as C-Mac touched on. So being accurate is very key. And he's 38th in greens and reg. And those numbers, if you put it compared to the field, he's one of the favorites for a reason to win this, in my opinion. And he's comfortable at this course. It's one of his 2 career wins, and he's been quoted on saying that winning that last year has kind of stepped his, that's where his career started to turn a little bit for the better. At the Players, I'll take it back to the Players all the way to his last tournament. The Players tied T16, the Valspar, he was cut, Masters T16, RBC Heritage T5, Wells Fargo T8, PGA Championship cut, Charles Schwab T5, Memorial T5, U.S. Open 56, and the Travelers T23. So four of the last 7 tournaments he played in, he finished in the top 10 or better, with 3 of those being in the top 5 in stronger fields. So I really like Sepp Straka this week. Any thoughts on him?
Yeah, I think he's a solid play. I just, in the end, I can't take him. I don't blame anyone for doing it, but I'm going to stay off. As our good friend Batia last week, as good as that week was, and I had Cam Davis. Guys played great golf. That's why I only took him top 20. Wins the goddamn thing. And kind of like Rory, gets a 4-footer to get in the playoff. But I can't at this price. Under 21, it's not for me, but I wish you well.
Yeah, so I'm going to attack him is I'm going to the top 20, it's minus 135. I put 2.7 units to win too. All right. And then I got him in the top 10 at plus 155. That's a unit bet, and top 5 plus 320. That will be a half a unit there. Is how I'm attacking Sepp. I'm not high on him winning it, and I think we could possibly get a better number if he doesn't have the best start. So that's not where I attacked with my outright winner there. But yes, he does give himself Mr. Gokster. Shout out to him, our guy up north. Very sharp golf capper himself and a hell of a golfer. So yeah, gives himself a ton of birdie putts. I appreciate you being in the chat, and yeah, share any knowledge that you got too, Gogi. Appreciate you, buddy. But yeah, so that's how I'm going to attack him. Top 20, top 10, top 5.
All right, I like it. You got anything else?
Let's get a guy. Oh yeah, I got 2 more guys, and I think we're going to land on the same one because we talked about it on the phone this past week too. But I'll let you throw out one of your plays out there, a guy that you like.
Well, first, let me get into this because I talk about this all the time because, just how I gamble in golf. I look for prices, and this is one of my things. It's the first thing I check off right away. Then I get into how they're playing, how their style will go to this course. And down the line, then I'll go and look at the putting and all that stuff. But the first thing I talked about this a ton, especially when from week to week, I just need to be cashing top 10s and 20s because the outrights are rare to be there, and they're just great when they actually come. So these guys, I go back the past 3 years, so about 4 years. I go back 4 years with this in a course like this, and anybody that's in the top 20, I circle them. So here's multiple circle guys I'll hit. Straka won last year. He was on my radar. But here, Brennan Todd here, multiple years in the last 4 years. Lucas Glover, we're going to get to him. Denny McCarthy, still can't win on tour. Great putter. This is a perfect venue from him. But there's a few guys we're going to touch on here a little later that are in this price from 20 to 1 to 30 to 1 that, if you haven't won yet, I know in the watered down field this could be a shot, but it's pretty tough for me. There's one guy I'm really close to that's playing really, really good golf of late. His last name's Thompson. Seamus Power, my guy, the Irishman. Seamus, my man. Grayson Gigg, this is a wild card, and his price is down low because he's played really well here, top 10, top 20 the last 2 years. I'm looking at him for top 20, and I can't even get 4 to 1. So I'm trying to see if I could get one with him. Let's keep rolling. Oh, so I got you. So we hit McCarthy. Maverick McNeely, another guy. We talked about him last week a little bit, Gokster. I mean, you mentioned Gokster was on him, and our guy, he's in our chat. He's a double circle here. I don't know if I go there. Kizire, this guy's playing well, double as well. And I think that's it. Shank, he's just been living up to his name. The guy played great last year. He had a T4 here. He's just been struggling of late. but he's had a couple great tournaments in this one. So those were just about 7 guys that had a dump. And one guy, the Canadian, he was just outside a top 20, but he had an 18 4 years ago. Svensson, I think his price is pretty solid. He's almost a go-to maybe for me this week at around 40 to 1. Adam Svensson. And I feel like Straka won here last year. And I'd say he's a little bit of the better golfer, but I think you're getting twice the price here with a guy like Svensson at 40 to 1. And look at his top 10, which is right around 400, 425. But hit it. Go ahead. Get your next one.
And Jim, to answer Jimmy's question here, is a lot of the top players, it's just how this tournament lines up with the next major. So this course is nothing like what they're going to be playing overseas for the Open, and so there's a week in between as well. That's the Scottish Open that they could play as well there. So a lot of players are doing the travel, getting their bodies used to being in on the other side over there, and trying to play links golf, because links golf is the original form of golf, where it originated, and it's totally different than what you can get say here in Cleveland. Totally different than what you're going to play in Nevada, Las Vegas, Cali, along the shores of the Carolinas, Florida, totally different. So that's why it might seem like a more watered down field. There's a lot of, there's the biggest name that the average person would probably know would be Jordan Spieth. But, other than that, yeah, there's not too many main guys, in the PGA that are attending this event, just because how it's set up with the Open coming. But yeah,
definitely, yeah. So, this is a little bit of not the biggest event, but definitely money to be made. Like I talked about, I've won just a few times, so got to get it while they're getting good. And I love these. I like these these tracks, these tournaments. I think it's moneymaker. So I love them. I love them even more.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason Day and Bo Hostler caught Gokster's eye this week. I'm just a little weary of. He started the year pretty good, but I'm a little weary of him as of right now. I don't necessarily say I want to fade him, but he just didn't make my card. And I'll be rooting you on because I do like Jason Day.
Yeah, Day's a look for me. I didn't bet him, and Hostler as well. I haven't bet him either, but I haven't put in my bets yet. But he was a look for me that I think could be hot this week for a top 10 around there with some good value.
Yeah. So my next guy that caught my eye was Sung Jae. Sung Jae Im. He's currently 29th in the world golf ranking, 15th in FedEx Cup in the FedEx Cup race, and 4th in the International Team President's Cup. So he's probably gonna more than, I would say he's making that team for sure. He has 5 top 10s this year, 8 top 25s, and 18 events he's played, 27 strokes in strokes gained off the tee, 47th in strokes gained around the green, 36 one-putt percentage, 38th putts per round, 37th birdie average, 38th par 4 scoring average. Those numbers, what they're saying to me is that he's just a pretty well-rounded player, and he doesn't have too many flaws to his game. His putting's not the best in my opinion, but he always seems to be putting himself there in contention. So I'll take it back to the RBC Heritage, up to the Travelers. He had a RBC, he had a T12, Wells Fargo T4, the PGA Championship, he was cut. Charles Schwab T9, the Memorial T8, the U.S. Open cut, the Travelers T3 there. So 5 of his last 7 tournaments finished top 12 or better, with 2 of them being the top 5 and 4 of those being top 10s. So I decided to attack with him, the same kind of deal. Top 20, it's at minus 135, so I put 2.7 units to win 2. Top 10, 1 unit. Top 5 at plus 145, and top 5 at plus 320, a half a unit there for Sungjae. That's how I'm attacking with him. Thoughts on that, my friend?
Yeah, I mean, he's the favorite for a reason. But you know what I have a problem with? He can't win. He don't win. I want guys who win in the end. You know, and he should win on a course like this. And maybe this is a get, but I want none of that. Price. As good as a golfer as he is, I don't want him this week. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but I still think he has potential to be, you know, he can easily be in the top 20. That's
Oh yeah, he should. I mean, he's the,
you know, and I think
he's the guy, betting favorite.
That's a number I'm okay attacking, you know, for that. I mean, something could happen. He could
Get it.
know,
Yeah.
It's not that kind of course where it can really fucking implode on you. It's just, are you going low enough? You know, that's the thing. Are you going low enough? And that's
beautiful weather too. Real quick, just to get that out there. Not a lot of wind. A little bit maybe Friday. All mid 80s. So beautiful weather. Scoring should be rolling. But
yeah, and then top 10. I would have liked you know, somewhere around 200, but plus 145. I'm okay with that. Just when he is breaking the, you know, when he's not getting cut, he's top 12 once out of the last 7. And, well, let's just say he's not getting cut 1 out of 5. And then other than that, he's top 10. So I'm comfortable with that. Top 5 weaker field plus 320. Put a half unit on it.
beautiful.
Yeah. Any officials yet after thinking about some of this, or any other guys you want to?
Yeah, I'll rip them.
Because I have notables that maybe you can help me with here. Davis Thompson and Denny McCarthy. I wrote down as notables, and you touched on Denny.
Yeah, goddamn. He hasn't won yet. I like Thompson a little bit more than Denny McCarthy, and this could be a breakout.
Yeah,
there's all these guys in this list real quick that, and you know, M's playing red hot golf. He's due, and that's why he's the favorite. You know, what's he at? 3 straight top 10s, I believe. Yeah, I think all of them he's at top 10s, right? The last 3 weeks. There's this group right here, like Spieth is obvious. I just don't want him. But Aaron Rye, I love that guy. He's cashed for me everything. I didn't want him to win last week. I was talking about that, and he didn't. But he's 20-1. He still hasn't won here in America. I can't buy it. Denny, not at these prices. These guys need to be over 30-1, 35 for me to talk about it. But I think if you're Maverick McNeely, another one we touched on a little bit earlier, this price 25-1 range, I just can't get there. And he was a double circle for me, playing some decent golf. Chuck. But Davis Thompson, to me, just playing the best golf, you know, whatever it is, the last, 6 weeks, you know, a second, 17, 9, what do you have, 12? He tied for second last week. Just, but he's like he's the sexy pick. He's the, like everyone just going to him, it seems like, this week. So he had my attention, but I think I'm going to veer away in the end.
A little weary on him is,
yeah.
It's like, who is this guy? You know,
and he's good,
and he's like right up there in the list of the top like 7 favorites. You know, so but
he's playing red hot golf.
I did a little little more looking into him, I'm like, oh shit, okay, I could see it. But
Yeah.
for my last play, and I did put a quarter of a unit down on him for outright winner is Aaron Rye. He checks so many boxes. Like I loved looking at his stats.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's a guy you talked about last week, and even before that, when we just chatted golf and like talking about, we'll touch on that too, the Las Vegas meetup before we go, because that's always good to mention. But Aaron Rye, he's 59th in the world golf rankings, 58th in the FedEx Cup. All right, that's cool. He had out of 18 events played this year. He has eight top 25s, 3 top 10s, and he was runner-up last week. 6th in strokes gained approach to the green. Great fucking number there, and a great stat. 28th strokes gained off the tee. 8th strokes gained total. 7th driving accuracy. That's fucking great. 2nd in greens and reg percentage. I mean,
consistent, guys.
consistent.
See up and down. He's great. Yeah.
20th in proximity to the hole, 20th in scrambling, and 8th in scoring average, 14th in par 4 scoring. And it's a shorter course. He's not the biggest hitter, but he's very accurate off the tee. And you gotta love that. And this course really sets up nice for him. So going back to the CJ Cup, this will be his last 6 tournaments he's played. Tied for 4th in the CJ Cup. PGA Championship, T39. Charles Schwab, T32. Canadian Open, T14. U.S. Open, T19. Rocket Mortgage was his runner-up last week, tied for 2nd. And so the way I chose to attack with him, like I said, was I put a quarter unit on him to be the outright winner. And I did the
Real
same.
quick, Sinners, I love your breakdown. What was that guy's name again?
Aaron Rye, R-A-I.
Aaron Rye. All right. I had to get that in. Love it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so top 20 minus 125. Did the same thing where I'm trying to win 2 units there. And then top 10 plus 180. I put 2 units on that one. Top 5 plus 360, 1 full unit on that. So let's go, Aaron Rye. I'm pumped to really see what he does there. And
Yeah.
so I also took all 3 of those guys and put together a top 20 parlay at plus 445, and that's a 2 unit play. So that will round out all my golf action and how I chose to attack it. Yeah. Anything else you want to touch on with Aaron Rye?
Yeah, he's a guy that could be a first round leader. So usually what I do with first round leaders too is all the guys, for the most part, I have to win. I have something on their first round leader. And then sometimes there's other guys, especially in majors, but other tournaments around there, I'll separate guys who just play well early. You know what I mean? And I'll have money on that. And I'll have a few first round leaders here. Our guy Redbeard here, he's going Nick Dunlap. All right. Hell yeah. What's the price you got on that? Hit up our guy Gokster. He's always got here. He's in the chat. He'll have a ton of first round leaders. I saw he won last week and maybe the week before that.
Oh,
yeah, let me get it.
Beauty.
Yeah, you guys, it was money. I had 50 spot on it, so I couldn't be mad about it. I had 50 on all 3 of those guys, so I couldn't complain. But let's hit it here, the rest of it. I'll have it all tweeted out here by the next 3 hours or so, 4 hours. I like golf, Ghoster. Unless you get a crazy number, I need all the juice squeezed out for me. I bet it right before. I want to look up everything. I'm not earlier the week betting guy. These are the guys I want to bet to win it and maybe have some top 10. I'm just figuring it all out here. Aaron Rye might be the lowest that I go, 20-1. I haven't decided. But these guys, Lucas Glover, give it to me. He won here 3 years ago. 6th, 50 to 1. I love it. I like this guy. Double check here as well. Perfect course for Brendan Todd. 100 to 1. This guy just hit it straight. Get down here. He just needs to go low, make that putter go, and fucking drain putts. My man, 100 to 1. Brendan Todd. Course sets up perfect. And it's going to keep me, I think, in the end. He's just not playing the best golf. Like I said, we had him 2 years ago. Was posting. I think I'm going to stay off. The price is all right at 30 to 1. But in the end, I'm going to be off. Top 10s. We talked about Svensson. I love this here, especially get over 4 to 1. I got plus 420. I think he's a very good look. Ben Griffin. I think this is plus 500, top 10. But even to win, he's 55 to 1. I think he's a sneaky look for this golf course. The way he's been playing this year, look into your numbers with Ben Griffin. I think it's very, very good. Last one, Seamus Power. Gotta love this guy at this course. We talked about him earlier. Playing some pretty solid golf. I don't want him to win. I don't think he's going to win. It's just something about him. Nothing to win with Seamus Power, but a top 10 or 20, and the top 10 you can get a little bit over 5 to 1. That was it. Grayson Sig, we talked about earlier on a top 20, was looking at getting him 4 to 1, and Patton Kazire was my only lone other top 20. So I have a couple top 20s, a couple top 10s, and a few to win as normal, and I will tweet it out. Anyone else got any shit in the chat? $25 investment. Oh, yeah. Dude, when those win at a big number, though, you got to love it. You know, first round leaders. Can't complain.
Those are great.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's those keep you coming back for more.
That is Ghoster, yeah. Griffin first round. Yes. Yeah. Mark Hubbard solid as well. Sneaky guys that like this and this with this field that could go low and especially early.
Yeah, I'm taking notes here too as well. I mean, that's why we work together, and it's great to have you rolling with us doing this. It's such a privilege, you know, to share a screen with my man C-Mac. Super sharp.
Appreciate it, my guy.
Yeah, let's take a look at first round leader for Mr. Griffin here.
Yeah.
Just want to pull that number up.
I'll tell you guys, from the YouTube people, okay, I was sitting backstage the whole time. The things that I heard from you guys was honestly very beautiful, but there's a lot of information missing. We talked about a lot of guys that are going to win. We need some key words, basically, is my point. See, I went in with the boys. I'll tell you the best that I placed while I was watching the show live. We have Sungay in minus 120, top 20 finish. Aaron Rye, each way and winner, top 5, top 8, top 10, top 20, plus 225 and plus 175. Jason Day, plus 2,800. And then Lucas Glover, plus 4,000. Sepp Strake, plus 200. And these are just names that I've heard, but you guys threw out so much golden information. It's kind of like, where do we fall in the middle?
Yeah, so it's Aaron Rye for me, Sepp Straka, and Sung Jae In. Yeah, golf is it's like I couldn't do.
Well, I'll tell you from when I started on Who-Bangin, I'm not going to get into it. Long story short, I was at the bottom of the list. So I, from my perspective, I'm a guy out here listening to your guys' shit. But when I go to look at it on a sports book, there's a list of 40 fucking golfers, and it's really hard to pick it out. But I think you picked 6 of those guys. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just hit him, and I'm gonna have him posted.
Basically, I'm saying, like, from an outsider perspective, I tried to read your guys' like names, but I don't remember what names you guys said. And there's a list of like 50 golfers, you know?
Yeah. Here, top 20. Well, Patton Kazire. Let me give it out. Rio. Patton Kazire, top 20. This for me. This is one that's pretty much locked in. Like I said, Grayson Sig, the other top 20. I have plus 350. I just want to find 4-1. I got to look around for it, but he's one guy I want to move on. There, top 10, Svensson, like I just mentioned, plus 425. Ben Griffin, top 10, plus 500. And he's the lone guy I might move in a win bet, 55-1. I don't like to have the first round leader. I think you could put a few smaller, but the win bet, I don't want a ton of money. I don't want to put like hundreds of dollars on these guys. The price is always bigger, so it does lower it than like a full unit where I'll have, $300 on these top 10s and 20s. But Glover, 51, Lucas Glover, Brendan Todd, 100-1, for sure. I'm putting on the win. That's for sure for the show. The rest I'll have out a few hours on Twitter/X.
Oh, yeah. That's why you got to follow my main man, C Mac, over there at Connor Mac.
Fuck yeah.
Appreciate it.
That's why I asked too, because I had a whole bunch of guys and they're like favorites. But everything you just spit, C-Mac, I just added all those guys in there and they're big plus money. I fucking love that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
C-Mac.
these are big prices. That's just how I bet golf. Everyone's different a little bit. Like Gokes, there's some of these guys that are money, but he backs it up like last week with Botti. He got the first round leader, which was huge, but you had that backed up with like a top 10, right? And a top 20, which you probably had a little bit more on that than the outright, I'm guessing. Right? Or did you not?
I totally
the same amount.
I had a hefty amount on there. What
to win? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I saw Stizz's bet and
to win
I didn't put as much as my guy did on it, but I cashed up like the biggest golf bet I ever fucking cashed up on. And I was like, I think this needs to be a fucking thing. Like it was ridiculous. Like straight transparency. My guy posted this shit on Twitter, okay? And I tailed my guy X bets only for $5 each. But we slapped that, and I was like, oh my God, where did I get that money from? Because I placed the bet 4 days ago and I forgot about it.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it too. And we can track this live as well. There's, golf is, you could be really good Thursday, Friday. You can shit the bed Saturday, Sunday,
Well, that's why, real quick, that's why there's different golf bettors. Like guys like matchup bets, just from day to day, you can find value. I'm more to get these bets in and put it away because I cap all these other sports like a day to day, like MLB and stuff. So I put them in, and that's the whole thing. I always say, yeah, but you can lose a tournament on day one. You can't win it. You can knock yourself out by shooting 82. You're done. You're going to miss the cut. So, but you can't win it. No matter what, 10 under, because the next day, you could shoot 8 over, and that's only on Friday.
I actually do like that
to make the cut.
I didn't even know top 10 or top 20 was really a thing, to be honest. I don't bet golf and never looked at the angles. And something I learned was like I could bet the guy just to get into top 20 at minus 115. That sounds like a pretty beautiful bet. Like,
yeah. Oh, and the big too, those will work for you, especially if you love, especially in like the Masters or something like that, with these guys who just have great, let's say, that plays there really, really well. For the most part, like Brooks Koepka, all these guys, like it's just money to cash. You don't want taking that at all. Yeah. Oh my God, DJ.
You guys know me. I'm a UFC bettor, so when I see some big plus money in a market that's not really bet too much, I'm like, makes sense. And you look at some of these numbers when you know what you're talking about. 18-1 is very wide when you think this guy has a chance. It sounds
but golf is that to win. That's why it's just difficult. I mean, because in a 150-man field.
But I mean, I feel like the odds are just a little bit too wide percentage wise too.
Yeah, I've been having some luck with I like parlaying the top 20s on certain. But I like keeping it like, I find if I do more than like 2, max 3 guys on that, it's gonna be it's really sweaty, and you can end up losing that with one fucker, any more than that. But I enjoy that as a way to attack. Speaking of head-to-heads, you brought that up. I do believe Jordan Spieth is fadeable this week. He just hasn't
Yeah.
looked right. I think there's
That
something
wrist is
wrong with his
fucked.
wrist.
The wrist is fucked.
Yeah,
It keeps flaring back up again. He keeps going back out and playing somewhat decent like he has, and it just takes one thing. He said one shot up against something, not even that crazy, and then it goes. Like it's something. I think he needs to sit and really heal. Like it needs to take 3 months or longer because it just keeps
right.
flaring up.
I like it.
And to your point, say you got a weird lie or something, and it's so easy to tweak a little something. And golf is such a
Oh
hard
yeah,
sport. Like it's such a hard
yeah.
sport already. But say you got a big dug up, a fucking horrible lie, or you're by a tree, or you're by a tree root or something, and your
Oh
wrist
yeah.
is messed up. Yeah, good luck.
See ya.
Jordan Spieth too loves to spray the ball around. What
I
makes him
know. So
so
yeah,
good is that he can recover from that. But
that's
if
best
you're
I've seen.
constantly by a tree or something, it's that much easier for him to possibly re-aggravate something and be totally screwed. He's just trying to find his game right now though. So I think he's like, all right, let me play in this weaker field. I need to get FedEx Cup points here, even though I think he's in it through sponsor or whatever. He'll still be in it. And but yeah, he's someone that I would definitely look to fade. See if I can find any matchups for him. Any other like random thoughts or anything else?
No, I think we're everything's good to go. We're ready. Shout out to our guy DJ Big Boss. Yeah, there's tons of money to be made. Gerardo, what's going on? To be made in golf. It's just how you got to do it. Same thing with tennis. Like I still golf's something that I just have bet a lot and known from years and every year that I follow. I do follow tennis. I'm just not the biggest. There's other
Real
things
quick,
I think
tennis
I
does
cap
have a
better.
big Grand Prix right now. I'm not going to get into it, but maybe run another show tomorrow about tennis because there is a big tournament right now.
Oh yeah, Wimbledon.
Yeah, Wimbledon's going on. It's huge. So anyway, that does the golf. I mean, does the tennis. Definitely cash to be
Yeah.
made.
So Keith Mitchell is the matchup for tomorrow against Jordan Spieth.
I
I
take
didn't
Mitchell.
know.
What's the number?
You can get Mitchell at even money to win that. Spieth is the
Yeah,
favorite.
I don't think that's bad.
I just think the public will see Jordan Spieth's name. I don't think he should be anywhere near where he's at in this list. Yes, I get it. He's won there twice, but that was like 10 years ago. That happened.
Yeah.
And we just
By the
touched
way,
on his wrist.
59th in FedEx is Spieth. So, I mean, he's so talented. If he's healthy, he could go low and win here. But I just don't think the value's there with him this week. And some people will probably think it is when you see it over 20-1.
Yeah, so I might add Keith Mitchell first round matchup too as well. I want to find a way to just not just back a guy. I want to find a way to fade certain guys as well. And I mean, you look at a lot of these matchups: Denny McCarthy versus Straka, Costin versus M, Rye versus Thompson, Svensson versus McNeely, Berger versus Glover. These are very well put together matchups here. It's so hard to. I think it's hard to win on those.
Yeah, I think there's times to find them, but yeah, these aren't. I don't find there's a ton of value either way on a guy on these, like the ones you're kind of going through. The Mitchell one sounds decent. Maybe Glover over Berger, just because Berger's game is kind of off. Glover plays her so well. Obviously, I'm taking it. He's won here in a 6 last year. So, but he's minus 115 in that matchup, depending on what you're looking at.
I love those looks. I mean, from my Canadian perspective, I can't even get golfer matchups.
Yeah, that does kind of.
What book are you on? You should be. Don't you have 365?
No,
They should
I
have
don't.
it.
No.
Oh, you
Oh,
don't? Oh,
sorry.
okay. Oh, okay. No
Yeah,
doubt.
and a lot of those books too, as well, Dylan. Say, hey, yeah, you're not in I'm in a state where sports gambling is legal. Obviously, CMAC is in the state, in the town where you want to be if you are an avid sports gambler, and and you like to golf. Great
Hell
for
yeah.
both.
Yeah. To C Mac's
Uh,
point though, Bet365, I signed up for that shit and they said you're not in Ontario and you just tried to cheat us and they don't want my business no more.
oh snap!
Yeah,
Okay.
Gokster, exactly what I thought with Shank. Plays well here, game in shambles, cross off for me. I just don't want him. And he could play well this week. His game is just nothing what it was towards the end of last year. But he was definitely look, everything's got to kind of add up. Like last week, I mean, look at Davis. He wasn't playing the best of golf. I mean, I took him. He had played that course great. He goes out and plays so well, wins the damn thing. You know what I mean? There's a few guys like that, and I still bet him going off just his game and how well he loved that course. You know what I mean? And that could happen with some guys. A little bit struggling. They love this track. This is like the perfect thing to get right. And of course you love to go low.
Oh yeah, yeah, and yeah, that's
So
why
from
can't
I want to give you
overlook.
guys a quick recap, okay? I'm only in for $25 on some small bets, $2 each, but the return is over $275. But gambling wise, I believe the truth is in the middle. We got to each ways, and some ways these guys can hit the top fives, top eights, top 10, top 20. But if we even hit some of these top numbers, we're gonna be profitable. I think I'll make over $25 off the bets that I've placed listening to you gentlemen tonight, and I appreciate you both for it, and I really love it.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I mean it's very interesting, and we'll have some time to be breaking down the Open Championship, which will be in 2 weeks. I got some fun stuff going on this week, and myself. I haven't played competitive golf in a long time. I'm not talking a scramble. I'm talking about there's no moving your ball, none of that stuff. Where you hit is you're following all the rules.
Yeah.
So this weekend I am playing in a local course championship Saturday, Sunday, and it's a field of 60, and the top 20% will get exempt to the next round of that, and that is the top 12. Yeah, play it where she lies, Ghoster.
Yeah,
The
dude.
top 12 get
Patience
exempt
is the
to that.
game.
Well, and I know this course; it's right down the street for me, but that doesn't make it any easier. Uh, but yeah, there'll be guys that are shooting under. I'm If I do that, that'll be that'll be amazing. I love golf. I'm natural, and how I practice is by playing. I don't really hit the range or nothing, but I'm super pumped for this weekend. I'm gonna have my buddy Dirty Gorilla on my bag, my caddy. Um, the first round on Saturday, and then my buddy Shaba will be on the bag Sunday with me,
Shut up, Shabba.
and the Dirty Gorilla.
I love it.
So it's gonna be a blast.
I was gonna place a
I'm not
bet.
I'm not
This, I
nervous.
guarantee you
I'm
get in the
fucking
top 20%, my bro. You guarantee you get in the top 20%.
yeah. So I mean, if
Remember,
we were to put a
when you get
number
to the
on
putting
that,
green, just tap it in. Just tap it in.
so you're pretty damn straight, Ghoster. Yeah. So if we were to put a number on that, I'd say it's probably maybe like plus 350 or so. And so hope y'all are betting on me to getting the top 12.
Buddy, if there was the only bet we could place is against somebody because it's not on the books. But I guarantee you're gonna win. You're gonna be in the top 20, and I'll tell you why. I've been golfing 2 times in my life. Okay, 2 times. First time was boss paid for the golf. It was all just chilling, hanging out with the boys, no stress. I crushed that shit. Second time I went out was for a bachelor party. I'm not a golfer. I've been golfing those 2 times. Just relax, dude. Crush that shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's all in the hips. I swear to God. Just fucking keep your shoulders tight. Look where you want that ball to go. Keep your feet planted and fucking shoot for the moon. Because if your accuracy and your form was on point, fucking swing.
Oh, yeah. And it's my back doesn't always feel the greatest from hauling furnaces and ACs around, but
I feel it.
Even if it hurts, I will be packing many cold ones because that's just how I golf. I'm gonna play how I play. I'm gonna have the pen, so I'm not firing up actual flour because they're
feel it in your soul.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm pumped. I mean, I'm ready. I've been playing probably the best I've played in my life, and it's a very attackable. There's very attackable holes on this course, and I know which ones that I can get after. So
fuck yeah,
it's kind of like a course these guys are playing this week, and it's more like Detroit last week, where it's pretty straightforward. You see everything right in front of you. It's not hilly. The greens, some greens are tight, some greens are wide open. The fairways are pretty wide open, but where it gets difficult is if you're spraying the ball left or right, you're going to be behind some massive trees in our metro.
Here's a bet we can all get behind. When Sniz gets in the top 20, we're going to fucking take a shot from my boy next time we're live on stream.
Well, it's top 12. It's top 20% out of 60.
Well, listen, so if you get in the top 12, I'll take 2 shots. All
right, very good. And
you're going to crush the tournament. You're going to fucking crush it.
It's around the same time every year. So next year, we need to get you up or down here to you into the land. You crash at my place, bring your clubs, you be ready to go. You come a couple days early so we could play the course too, and you get a feel for it.
I smashed the golf course with rental clubs. I don't buy my own clubs. I don't have my own clubs. Okay, I smashed the course with rental clubs. It was disgusting.
So that's a fun little golf thing going on this weekend. And also, I wish C-Mac was here right now. But we do, speaking of golfing and C-Mac, we are, boom, Las Vegas, the live sweat. We're coming to Vegas, baby.
Boom!
The meet and greet is Friday, October 27th. Then we're going to the UNLV versus Fresno State game, Saturday the 28th. And then the Browns versus the Raiders. The first time the Browns will be playing in Vegas. It's going to be a Cleveland throwdown.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Up in Vegas now. That will be Sunday, and we'll be heading on out sometime Monday. But yeah, live sweat. We'll be touching down in Vegas. I know I will be there for sure. I know Jimmy Gomez will be there for sure. I know my man Connor Mack will be there for sure. Dylan, are you going to make it?
Hell yeah. It's on track.
All right, good. It's on track. It's better than it's not happening. So that's what I love to hear. Yeah, C-Mac, I was just saying, I got the Big Net Course Championship this weekend. It's a field of 60.
Oh, yeah.
The top 12 get exempt into the next round. We're going to see where I land. How I play is with a drink in hand And,
Oh yeah.
you know, I stay stony, so I'm not gonna change that. But you know, it's pretty cool. They making it like a real event. They got like it's sectioned off to where you can have patrons, you know, and I'm bringing my one buddy to caddy the one day, my other
100 on
buddy to
Sniz.
caddy the other day, and we'll just be in a cart. I'll have my bag filled with fucking teas and beers, and I'm gonna give it my all. And then coming to Vegas in September, and we're gonna
Let's
be
go.
playing where, my friend?
Legacy, my backyard, right here.
Legacy.
Legacy
C-Mac's
Golf
back
Course.
home.
Yeah. I don't even play too much anymore. I mean, I try to now that I'm here, but you know, especially now, I got to be done till almost before you get here. You got to go on the butt crack of dawn, or not? It's 1:15.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
You know what? That's
I'm
actually
trying to
going
die
be
in
my
1:15.
advantage in Vegas because I'm always 3 hours behind you guys. So once I actually go to Vegas, I'll be literally Marty McFly traveling into the future and gaining time.
Well, you'll be traveling
Yeah.
into the past.
I'll have the sports almanac.
All right, beautiful. Wrap this baby up.
Yes, sir. Shout out to
Throw
Real
a bow
Deal
on this bitch.
Uncle Nate, Red Beard, Mr. Goldster, putting his input in. We love that. DJ Big Boss, what up,
Nasty
though?
Nate.
Gerardo,
Real Deal
we
Prime.
got, Jimmy Gomez with the Smart Money Bets. Yeah, check out my guy over there, Smart Money Bets. I got it right here. Boom. Check them out, Smart Money Bets. And everybody else in the chat. Dylan was in there. I just want to make sure I get everybody because it ain't a super long list. Picks from Dave. Let's go. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. Let's get this motherfucking money. Shout out to you, C-Mac. Truly appreciate you rolling with me. I'm glad we finally got to do this. And let's try to
Let's do it.
keep finding ways to get together, have fun, and first and foremost, cash the fuck
Let's
up.
go.
Much love,
Happy
Dylan.
Canada Day.
Shout
Just
out to
happened
everybody.
yesterday.
Happy
Canada's
birthday,
157
guys.
years old. Let's go.
Shout out to Canada. Shout out to America. God bless y'all. Let's fucking
Let's
go.
get it.